Welcome, everybody, to Andrew Rants, a video series where I complain and bitch about stuff that either confuses me, bothers me, bugs me, pisses me off, or annoys me to no end. And this episode is a special one. It's my very first ever requested episode! Yay! That's right. This episode was requested by one of my newer subscribers, and I just closed the damn window. Double X Suzuku X7XX here on YouTube has requested me to create a video explaining about, or at least giving my take on massive oppai in anime. Now, for those of you that don't know what this is, oppai is Japanese for breasts. And you have a lot of series out there that have large breasts as a center point. Well, in fact, there's one entire series that it is literally the topic of the show, and that's Manu Hikensho, which is an extremely wonderfully made series. I highly recommend checking it out. Not just for the eye candy. Let's face it, I'm a guy, okay? I am a guy. I will find certain things attractive. I apologize to my female listeners, but I'm a guy. That's all I can really say on that. I can't really defend myself on this one. I'm a guy. So, large breasts in anime is definitely something that is out there. You have Manu Hikensho, you have Aiken, there's countless other ones. I'm trying to think of a few more. High School of the Dead, I know had massive boobs in it. Jungle Day Iko's 2-episode OVA. That was one of the first ones that actually introduced me to oversized boobs. After Aiken I gotten a couple manga volumes of, but Jungle Day Iko kind of introduced me to that. You had Mouse, that had huge boobs in it. I'm trying to think of a few other ones off the top of my head, and I can't think of any. But anyway, let's just face it. Giant breasts and gigantic breasts in anime are pretty much up there with cute, adorable creatures that these marketing people can sell to gullible kids to make a fortune. Why do you think Pokemon was so popular for years? They were cute, cuddly creatures, okay? Why do you think anime series that's geared towards teenagers is popular? Need I say more? But it's always impressive. To me, it's like each new anime series that comes out, it's how much bigger can these things get? I mean, there's a series that I just started watching actually called Occultic 9. I've only gotten like an episode and a half into it, so I can't really say whether or not it's good yet or not, but it's not bad. But there's a character in there that has extremely large breasts. Like I said, Jungle Day Iko's a 3-episode OVA that I watched. It was one of my first OVAs I actually owned. Aiken. I love Aiken. I love Aiken a lot. Mouse. And there's countless other ones out there. Go Danner is actually a good one because not only does it have fan service, which is what a lot of people hate, and this having large breasts in an anime series is starting to get thrown under the fan service tagline of it, and that's sort of something that annoys me to a little bit because. Okay, yeah, it's fan service. We're not going to deny that. They're there for one reason. They're there because a fan wants to see it. They're there to basically sell copies. That's why they have them on the cover. That's why they're the first thing you see when you're walking down the aisle of the DVD racks and the Blu-ray racks. You're going to see those. They're going to go ha ah ha. You're going to have that deer in a headlight look. It's true. A lot of anime fans like this stuff. I'm actually one of them. I like it. And I also like anime series with plots in it too. So I'm sort of on the half and half. I kind of have experience in both camps on this. I do like fan service anime series. There's nothing wrong with those. Because if you have a weak plot, let's face it, there's nothing that can save that. No amount of writing in the world can help you if the plot itself is weak as shit. Your only hope is like, okay, I gotta have some interesting characters in this. My plot sucks. So there's gotta be something good in this to really draw the attention of these people. And there's where your fan service comes in. Now, you do have some series that have a wonderful plot, like Dragon Ball Z, Sword Art Online, Hokua, just to name a few. And then you have some that kind of mix the two together. Either it's a cliched plot, like Go Danner, or it's a more interesting plot, but yet we don't know which way it's going to go, like Dead Man Wonderland. Because let's not forget, the one chick in that, I should say, the prison guard. The first episode. No, not the first episode. Was it the first episode? Or was it the second episode? I think it was the first episode. Yeah, it was the first episode. I had to think back because I only ever saw the dub version on Toonami when it came back, which, by the way, was 5 years ago. All hail Toonami! But anyway, so you have the one prison guard. I think she was like the prison warden or something there. If memory serves, I don't know. Haven't watched the series in a while. It didn't really thrill me in the end how it ended. First episode, she's asked by one of the inmates, yeah, what's your bra size? She goes, I'm a G. And it's like, damn. So, it kind of goes in the ways of plot-wise, like either we're going to have a plot that's weak. So we need to have something in there that's definitely going to get people entertained, like I said, or we're trying something new, and we don't exactly know how it's going to, work itself out with this. I mean, is it going to go well? Is it going to suck? Is it going to be one of those just strange oddities? I don't know. No one really does until it comes out. I mean, you could come up with a dot, draw two legs on it, make it somewhat animation and anime style, and it could take off. You never know. But, fan service is there for a reason. It's there to pad out a really piss-poor plot. Or there to, keep people attached. Like, let's say that there's a horrible episode. I'll use The Devil is a Part-Timer, which is another really great anime series, by the way. It sorely needs a second season. Then again, so does Manui Kensho, because there's so much more that's got to be done on that. But anyway, so what bothers me with this one is that they did a fan service episode where the girl that likes the devil. Yeah, that's right. There's a girl that likes the devil. She's got larger boobs than the chick that fights the devil, than the supposed hero, I should say. And they did a fan service episode where they go to the water park. And it's like, okay, you can just kind of tell the humor in this was very well panned out, especially when they have, I'm trying to remember what the guy's name was in it. What the name of the devil was, and I keep forgetting. But anyway, he's working at the McDonald's in the water park helping out. And he pulls up 2 jumbo burgers, and they kind of look like boobs. I mean, that was the joke, though, they were going with, because they were just, the girls were changing in the locker room, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, it's going to be a lot of fun. And they're like, well, you're only 16, right? Yep. And the tall one, the older one, that's the hero in this is going, life is just so unfair. I mean, I can see where fan service would effectively, in that context, would make a lot of people, self-conscious, and they would hate themselves for it. But the thing is, everybody's beautiful in their own way, so you can't really judge yourself based off of what other people say, nor can you judge yourself based off of, wait for this, an anime series. This stuff is thought up in people's heads. And fan service is just another thing, like I said, and I've been saying pretty much this entire rant so far, that you need to have for a weak-ass plot, or just throw in there as kind of a buffer, like, okay, we're running low on story, or, okay, we just finished up one thing, but we have like an episode to go before we're ready to start the next thing. Okay, throw in a fan service one, let's see if we can't keep the fans hooked, and then we can go from there. That's what this stuff is. It's useful to a point, and it's a point that is well welcomed by certain fans. Granted, it's hated by others. There are so many people out there that hate fan service, and there are so many people out there that get pissed off when they see an anime character with massive breasts. Here's a news flash for you. There are cartoons out there, and I'm saying this here in America, where you have characters that have semi-oversized breasts. They're not, I mean, we're not talking planet proportions like anime series, but we're talking larger than normal. And they're drawn like that. They're drawn to be over-sexualized. And there are people that don't have a problem with that because, oh, well, it's America. Oh, but because animes from Japan, and okay, yes, granted, it does depict somewhat younger characters. But keep in mind what the age consent is in Japan. It scared the shit out of me when I found out about it, so Google search it because I really don't like repeating it. I do know it. I can thank Matt Pat from the Game Theorist for explaining it to everyone, and I really don't. I really want to block it out of my mind as best as possible. But anyway, because the age of consent over there, that's why they can get away with this. See, that's the entire concept. Because you have the overly sized breasts on such a younger character. And that's one of the things that people hate. Because they're showing an overly grotesque form, and they're basically demeaning the female gender. Whereas, if you sit down and think about it, they're really not, because everything that happens in the anime series, in any anime series, in my opinion, is always taking place in its own pocket little, I like to call it a pocket dimension, where that's the dimension that everything happens for that one. And then there's one here that happens for that, and happens here, and happens here. That's why you can have things that defy the laws of physics in one series, and then you have normal gravity in other stuff. Oh, okay, you want to have boobs the size of Volkswagens in one. Okay, in another one, oh, you have some like that? Yeah, you're not moving, are you? Yeah, I didn't think so. See, and that's the entire concept, is that anime itself kind of gives you decent things to work with. Fan service and large breasts are just two of the many things. They're there for a reason, for people to enjoy. Yes, there's still a plot behind the series, and fan service is something that you're always going to have. I mean, there are TV shows that have fan service episodes. There are movies that have fan service scenes in them because they exist for a reason. It's always interesting, though, for me, like I was saying, to see in each new series that comes out, like each new manga series and each new anime adaptation of that, how large these are getting now. Because, I mean, if you think about it at first, and a long time ago, a D cup was huge. Now, D cups aren't even glanced at. You gotta go up to like a triple K to have your eyes turn. And that's the point in society that we're at, because that's society that's grown to this. It's not everyone in general, it's society. Literally, society is evolving past the, oh, okay, yeah, that's nice. I mean, before it used to be you just have a nice smile and nice hair. And then it became, well, you need to have nice looking clothes. Well, then it became, no, you need to have a nice looking body. And that's kind of where we're at, but then we're just changing up the way the body has to go. It's the way the world changes itself, and anime is just adapting to that. It's including it in its fan service, and it's including it in all the series that it comes out with. It's something, like I've said, and I will continue to say, that a lot of fans enjoy. I'm, a fan of it. Of course, like I said, I also enjoy, decent plot too, but if you're not going to have that in a series, yeah, I'll take some eye candy to look at for 12, 13 episodes. Sure. It's not a problem. At least not to me, anyway. But then again, I'm me, and everything is my opinion. But that's my rant, though, folks. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think anime boobs are too big? Do you think the breast sizes should go down, or should we possibly make them higher? Is it possible to have I want to say tractor trailer sized? In the future? I don't know. That might be a little too big, though. But anyway, leave your comments below. Let me know. Do you also like fan service? Is it something you like? I don't know. I'm not sure either. I mean, I enjoy fan service as much as the next person. I enjoy it as long as it's like a weak plot or it's something in between. Then again, I follow anime for a plot. Yes, occasionally I'll follow it for the characters, but that's because the plot sucks. But that's me. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. And until next time, I am Andrew Rhodes, thanking you for listening to me rant. Because this has been Andrew Rants. Bye, everybody.